Hey everyone, Graveyard Ghosts. Today I am in the cemetery in the downtown Daytona Beach area. Now I'm going to show you one specific tomb today that we're going to concentrate on. I will come back and take you through the cemetery and show you more things of interest. There are probably about 3 to 4 main haunts that happen in this particular cemetery. I'm about ready to show you one of the largest ones. So behind us is the Rawlings tomb. I'm going to approach it now to let you take a look at it and tell you a fascinating story about that particular tomb. Show you a little bit around it. Also of interest, there are many cats in this particular area. Oh, and we have a fresh one here, so be sure not to step on that one. So let me wander up around here on the other side. Over in the distance, we have 3 cats. Now this calico cat over by the Ross tombstone, that one's usually here most of the time. There's another cat there, another one lounging peacefully. Looks like he's asleep. And then also at the Rawlings tomb is where the cats normally hang out. There are some food offerings and water for them. There are houses behind this particular cemetery, but there you can see the treats and the food and the water that keeps them happy and keeps them around to watch over this particular cemetery. Now again, this is the Alder Rawlings tomb. I show you this particular tomb because, as I mentioned, there's quite an interesting story that goes along with it. Several years ago, we're probably talking around the 50s, there were a few young boys that started a club. So they made this tomb their clubhouse, believe it or not. Now the boys actually used the casket as their meeting table, had their meetings inside. The club actually got to be so popular that they needed more space. And notice as we walk by the beautiful stained glass cross on the back here of the tomb. What happened was, as I said, they needed more space. So what did the young men do? They took the coffin out, brought it outside, and disposed it behind us in the road here. Of course, back in the day, it was a little bit different on the surroundings here. Of course, this cemetery is pretty much the same in this particular area with the steps and everything that went down to the road. These buildings were a little bit different in the back there, of course. But they threw the coffin into the road. Of course, as you can guess, it busted open and the body did fall out. Now, when the body fell out, what else happened? Well, something horrifying. The head fell off. So now you have a body and the head lying. The police did come. They did put the body back into the casket, but mysteriously, the head had disappeared. To this day, there's still no head for the body. The body was put back into the tomb without a head. And then, as you can see, these large brick stones were put on the front of it to keep anyone from entering and exiting the tomb. Now, Mr. Rawlings' spirit lingers in this cemetery, usually at nighttime, as with most spirits. You can sometimes see a headless man walking through the cemetery. Most likely he's looking for his head, but you can sometimes see the apparition of a man again walking through the cemetery without a head. And almost 100% likely, that would be Mr. Rawlings. because no other headless stories are known of this particular cemetery. I will tell you there are about 3 to 4 major hauntings, as I mentioned at the beginning. I will come back and tell you more about those hauntings at another time, but today I did specifically want to take a short break to show you that specific monument. And across the way, I'm just showing you, we have the large oak tree, the largest one in the cemetery, and that usually means that's where you like to start conjuring and talking to awaken the spirits. That's the most important tree in the cemetery. And I'll just give you a quick glimpse while we're here. The big cross over there ties in with another story. And also this cemetery is across the street from the famous biker bar Boot Hill. Actually, way back many years ago, the bikers actually helped take care of the cemetery and keep it clean and everything because there was so much vandalism. Nowadays, in modern days, the cemetery does close at 5 o'clock each day, so it is only open to the public during morning hours into the later afternoon hours. And then there is a one-way White Rock Road that comes through this particular cemetery. So I hope you enjoyed our short venture today. Say bid farewell to the cats. They'll keep the spirits happy and play with them and linger. And I will catch you the next time. And don't forget to subscribe. We appreciate it. Have a good one. See you soon.